Hey guys, Jordan here. Today I'm going to be discussing the differences and what I think is better in regards to these two lenses. This is the 12 to 24 2.8 G Master, and this one is the 16 to 35 2.8 G Master, both by Sony. So let's get into it. Alright, so this is going to be my thoughts after I own both of these. Which one do I use more frequently and why? And from a price perspective, this one, the 16 to 35, is slightly less, in the low 2,000 range. This one's closer to 3,000, and it definitely, if you look at this lens and the build quality, you can see why this one costs more than this one. But I think the weight on this one's pretty heavy. I would prefer, in regards to weight and size, I like the form factor of the 16 to 35. It feels more like a normal lens. You can put ND filters or UV filters if you are into those kind of things, which I am not. But it feels more like it has a regular element. It's more like a regular lens. Now this one feels a little bit different. Like I take this off and the element is so massive. Like I'm almost a little bit nervous taking this thing out because that area of the element is so big. I feel like I could accidentally nick it. I don't want to touch it. And the weight is quite a bit heavier. From a form factor perspective and going around run and gun, not having to worry as much, I definitely prefer the 16 to 35. Now where the 12 to 24 millimeter shines is having that extra focal length, especially for video and some of those tight areas with real estate photography. Now I typically don't go much wider than 14 millimeters. 12 millimeters feels a little bit too stretched out, too wide in my opinion. The images start to look too distorted, just for my taste. But in regards to video, man, I think this is a better lens for video for real estate. I think you can get a better perspective just when you're in video mode at 16 millimeters. In certain scenarios, showers and different things, it's nice to have that extra focal length. So from a focal length perspective, I feel like the 12 to 24 wins, but I do think the 16 to 35 is a little bit more, I like that higher end range on the focal length, and to be able to use the APS-C size zoom in effect. Obviously you can just crop it in during the editing process, but to be able to capture mountain views and stuff like that, because out here in Arizona, we do get some customers that want those types of shots, and it's a little bit harder on a 24 millimeter versus the 35. So, those are just my thoughts in regards to focal length and where each of these lenses shine. So, for my money, at the end of the day, I'd probably everyday running gun shooting 16 to 35 millimeter. I think it's great for most shooting scenarios. If you do a lot of real estate video and you're very careful with your lenses, then this lens does do great both with photography and video. So I typically bring this thing out for most of the video shoots, and I find myself using this one more for photography. Although they both do a great job for both, I do like that extra focal length on this one, and I like the weight and size of this one a little bit better for running gun shooting efficiently and not worrying about the element. So anyways, those are my thoughts on the 12 to 24 2.8 and the 16 to 35 2.8 G Master. If you got value out of this video, hit that like button and consider subscribing to our channel as we consistently put out real estate photography content just like this. And as always, thanks for watching. We will see you guys on the next one.